Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to learn how to make a tooltip of the social media icon that can be used in your website. Okay, so it is very easy to code and we have used a HTML and CSS for making this tooltip. Okay, and I have provided a source code of this tooltip in my video description, so you can easily copy paste this code in your website. Okay, so without any further description, we should start our coding. So here's our source code editor, that is our Visual Studio Code. So first of all, open this. So after opening, click onto the open folder and now create a new folder on the desktop. Okay, so let's say 1 2 3 4 5 and just select this 1 2 3 4 5 folder. Okay, select the folder. So after selecting the folder, we are inside of the 1 2 3 4 5 folder, and now first of all we'll be creating a HTML file, that is index.html, and we'll be creating a style.css file as well. Okay, so now first of all we'll be having our HTML format over here. So now we'll be changing this title to tooltip. Okay, and now heading, we'll be having a link for the CSS first of all, and we'll be also requiring a font awesome library. So for this we'll be having here a link, and inside the hyper reference we'll be adding a link of the font awesome library. So for this library you have to search for the font awesome CDM in the Google search. Okay, so search this and click onto the first link that you will see over here, and then copy the first link. We have here a 6.6.0 version. Just copy the URL. Then after copying the URL, come to the index.html, then paste this link. Okay, so after doing this, we'll be working on the body. So first we'll be creating a div with a class of the wrapper over here. Okay, and then we'll have a anchor tag with a class. Okay, so hyper reference will be having a hashtag. We don't want it to link with any other anchor tag. Okay, and we'll be having here an icon with a Facebook. This is our class. Okay, and inside this we'll be creating a div with a class of the tooltip. Okay, and inside this div class we'll be writing here a Facebook. Then after this div we'll be having a span over here. Inside here we'll be having a icon with a class. Okay, that would have a FAB, FA, and here would be a Facebook. Okay, so let's run. Okay, and let's run this HTML code. Okay, so first of all, as you can see here, you can go live with open with a live server. So if you don't see this option, you have to go into the extension over here that you can see over here and search for the live server. After searching the live server, just install this. I have already installed and enabled it. Okay, so after you have installed the live server, come to the index.html, then right click and click on the open with a live server. So here's our Facebook. So we'll be doing the same with our 4 other icons. So just copy and paste from one anchor tag to another anchor tag and just paste it over here. Okay, and paste another one. So we'll be changing this to Instagram. Okay, we'll be changing this to Instagram and this one to Instagram as well. Instagram. So let's check. Okay, so this is our Instagram. So changing this to the Instagram, and now we'll be changing the third one to the Twitter. Okay, so Twitter, and over here change the icon as well, Twitter. Okay, and over here GitHub, change this to GitHub, change this to YouTube. Okay, and change this one to YouTube, and over here YouTube. So let's check in our server. Okay, so here's our 5 icons as you can see. Yeah, so now after working on this, okay, so we'll be working on our style.css, and we have already linked our index.html with style.css as you can see over here. So now come to the style.css. So before starting, we'll be importing our Google fonts. So to import the URL of the Google fonts, we'll be going to the import URL, search this Google in Google search, import URL font.google APIs, and then you can just copy the importing Google fonts via URL. Okay, just copy this and then come over here and paste over here. Okay, so after doing this, we can just split the screen. Okay, and it would be much easier to understand. So here's our 5 icons. So now we'll be working on the universal. Okay, so we'll have a margin of the 0. We'll just do a padding of the 0 as well, and box sizing would be border box. Okay, and then we'll have a font family of the sans serif. Okay, so now after doing this, we'll be working on the HTML and body. Okay, so first we'll have a display of the grid. Okay, and then we'll have a height of the 100%. We'll give a width of the 100% as well. We'll add items in the center. Okay, so it has come to the center, as you can see. Yeah, and now after doing this, we'll be adding a background of the RGB with 232, 232, and 232. So it will just change the background to little dim. Okay, so now we'll be working on the class wrapper. So what we'll do here is we'll be displaying flex. Okay, so as you can see, it has come in inline. So now after working on the wrapper, we'll be working on the wrapper with the class icon. Okay, so we'll be having a margin of the 0 and 20 pixels. So we'll be having a text align of the center, and we'll also add the cursor of the pointer. So as you can see, we have a cursor of the pointer. So GitHub. Okay, so GitHub is not working, I guess. Oh yeah, GitHub. Oh, okay, so after doing this, we'll be having a display of the flex. Okay, and then align item would be center. Now just justify the content also in the center. So after justifying the content, we'll be having a flex direction of the column, and position would be relative, jet index would be 2, and text decoration would be none. So this will remove a underline. Okay, so after doing this, okay, so we'll be working on the class wrapper with the class icon and span. Okay, so we'll have a display of the block. Okay, and we'll have a height of the 60 pixels and width of the 60 pixels as well. Then we'll have a color of the black. We'll have a background of the white. Okay, we'll add a background white. So now we'll add a border radius of the 50%, I guess. Okay, let's see. Okay, so it is working, and now we'll have a position relative. Okay, so now jet index of the 2, and we'll have a box shadow. Okay, that would be 0, 10 pixels, 10 pixels, or the BA, so red, green, blue, alpha. Okay, 0, 0, 0, and 0.4. So 0.4 is an alpha. Okay, that is opacity, and 0, 0, 0 is a black. So as you can see, the shadow in every circle. Okay, so after doing this, so we'll be working on the icon tag. So wrapper, icon, span, I. Okay, so we'll have a line height of the 60 pixels. Okay, and then we'll have a font size of the 25 pixels. Okay, so it looks perfect. So now we'll be working on the tooltip. Okay, so for this we'll be having a wrapper with the icon and the tooltip class. Okay, so we'll have a position of the absolute. So top would be 0, jet index would be 1, and we'll have a background of the white. Color would be white as well, and then we'll add some padding. That would be 10 pixels and 10 pixels. And okay, 10 pixels and 10 pixels. Okay, and we'll add some font size. That would be 20 pixels, and some font weight. That would be 500. Okay, and we'll add some border radius as well over here, 25 pixels, and we'll have an opacity of the 0. So now pointer events would be none, and we'll also add a box shadow over here. Okay, that would be 0, 10 pixels, 10 pixels, just like before, and we'll have a RGBA of 0, 0, 0, 0, 0.1. Okay, and now after this we'll be working on the hover. Okay, so now we'll add a hover of the same class. We'll add a hover on our icon. So that would be top would be minus 70 pixel, opacity would be 1, pointer events would be auto. So after doing this, we'll be working on the class icons dot tooltip. So before and after event. Okay, so position would be absolute, content null height would be 15 pixels, width would be 15 pixels. We'll add a background inherit, okay, and then we'll have a left of left would be 50% and bottom would be -6 pixels, okay. And then transform, we'll have a transform translate, okay, translate x, that would be -50%, and rotate 45 degree, okay. So now we'll be working on the wrapper dot icons hover span. Color would be white, okay. So as you can see here, it is working perfectly fine. So we just need to add some colors now, okay. And okay, so we have to add over here a transitions. So 0.4s cubic Bezier, okay, 0.68 comma minus 0.55 comma 0.268 comma 1.55, okay. And okay, so dot icon, let's add a transition over here of 0.4s is in and out, okay. And then we'll just add a transition over here as well. Transition of 0.4s is in and out. It looks much more smoother, okay. And okay, after doing this, we'll be working on the okay, so we'll be working over the class wrapper inside icon hover span comma and wrapper, okay, wrapper with a dot icon hover dot tooltip text shadow 0 -1 pixel 0 RGBA of the 0, 0, 0, 0.4, okay. You can see it's slowly showing, okay. So we are just adding a color now, okay, in the different. So first of all, we'll be adding everything in the Facebook. So just copy and paste this one. So just change the icon with Facebook, okay, and it is not, okay, Facebook hover, and change this with Facebook as well. Okay, now we'll just add a background that would be hash 3b5999. okay, as you can see, we have changed the color of the Facebook. Now we'll be doing the same for our Instagram, Twitter, okay. So just copy and paste everything, okay. Now just change this to Instagram, okay, and change this to Twitter, change this to GitHub, and change the last one to YouTube, okay. And now what we'll have to do here is just change the color. So it is all blue over here right now, so we'll just change the colors, okay. So for the Instagram, we have here a E1306C, okay. So now we'll change for our Twitter, okay. So for the Twitter, we have here a 46C1F6. So this is for our Twitter. Now we'll be changing for our GitHub and the YouTube, okay. So for the GitHub, we have here a 333, and for the YouTube, we have DE463V. So that's all for today. Thank you everyone for watching my video. I hope you liked my video, and please do like and subscribe my channel and share it with your friends. And if you have any problem regarding this video, please write in the comment below, and what would you like to learn in the next video. Please do write in the comment section below as well. So thanks for watching again. See you in the next video. Bye for now.